Hello friends, welcome to Vlogmas day 7. I had to think there because we're over the halfway point of the 12 days of Christmas. Very, very exciting stuff. And welcome, if you're new, Sheila here. Nice to meet you. If you're not new, welcome back, dear friends. So happy to have you here. So today is Sunday, and I think I vlogged my Sunday last week, so I'm trying to mix it up a little bit and not share the exact same kind of thing, because every Sunday really is the same exact kind of format for me. I spend my morning relaxing, having a quiet morning, you know, reading, stuff like that, and then once the day turns into the afternoon, I'm really focused on chores, laundry. I just remembered that I have laundry that is almost done. I think I have to do like 3 loads of laundry today too, because there's like a lot of stuff that needs to get done. And really just preparing for the week ahead with like planning and stuff. I did my grocery shopping yesterday, so I don't have to go to the store today, which is very, very exciting because it's really cold. It's nice and sunny today, but I went outside and it's very windy and just cold, and I don't want to be outside today, so we're gonna be hunkered down inside today. And I have kind of like an itinerary of what I would like to do today for a cozy, productive Sunday in my life, where we just take things slow and get prepared for the week ahead. So first things first, I'm gonna do a little book update because I'm almost done with Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist. I have about 20 pages left, so I should be able to finish this afternoon. And then I'm very excited to start a new book because I think I'll just kind of share my thoughts on this book now because it's kind of winding down, and I feel like I have pretty much an overall review of it without finishing it. But yeah, this book, it's like okay. I think I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars, depending how it ends. Check me out on Goodreads for the full final star review, but I don't know, like, it's been an enjoyable read this week, but it just doesn't have the kind of, I don't know, it's not hitting me the way The Holiday Swapped hit me in other like Christmas romance books I've read, and it feels very childish, and maybe that's just because I'm a 30-year-old woman and I have to, like, you know, remind myself that I'm not in my 20s anymore. And the characters in this book I think are 26, but they seem very immature and like childish for their age, and maybe that's part of the whole like storyline, that they're kind of growing up and coming into their like maturity. But there's just also other elements in this book, like the relationships with their friends. There's like weird violence, there's like weird toxic masculinity going on, and like weird sexual comments that just don't jive with me. Like when I'm like 10-15 years ago when I'm a teenager, like the things that was said in this book would have made me laugh or would have resonated with me, but now that I'm like over that age hump, it's just like, this isn't, you know, entertaining. This is kind of, I don't want to say offensive, but just like, why is this in the book? I don't know. The author has made interesting choices, and maybe I'm just not the right demographic to be reading this book. So I've learned a lot about my reading tastes from reading this book. It definitely has been an enjoyable just like escape. But I think for my next book, I am ready for a book with more depth, because this just had no depth. Like, they did explore some childhood issues within the characters, and there's growth there, but it's just not like, it's just like, again, childish, immature, no depth. So I'm definitely ready for a book that is more challenging, and I have an idea of what that book is going to be. Stay tuned, because I will be obviously documenting what the next book is that I read, which actually was not on my December TBR if you saw that video. So this is kind of a plot twist of sorts. But really the only other books on my December TBR is another holiday romance, and then like a mystery Christmas book, which I just need to kind of mix it up and read something that's not like what I've already read, and just, again, more like in depth and immersive and just kind of hits differently, and a more meaningful book really is kind of like what I need right now. I guess the other thing that I'll mention about this book is that, again, in the title, Christmas Playlist, the thing kind of tying these two together is that they both love music, and they both swap like mix CDs, and then like in more modern times just like playlists, music playlists. And at the back of the book the author put the list of their happily ever after playlist, which I think is cute. And I was like, you know, it'd be cute to kind of see if this playlist is on Spotify, and if not, make it for myself just as a fun activity. But honestly, some of the songs on here are just like you have the typical Christmas songs, you have some like poppy, country, and then some non-Christmas songs. So it's interesting music choices, but I thought it was cute. Like, I like the little like music component of this book, and they make musical references and inside jokes throughout the entire story. But yeah, that is my book update. So now I need to go get the laundry, swap out, and then I think I'm gonna make some chili in the Instant Pot because I've been craving chili this week, and I'm gonna use the same recipe that I've used last winter season because it's very easy, and since we have an Instant Pot, just throw everything in the pot, let it do its thing, and there you go. And then it'll make a bunch of extra chili for the rest of the week. I also want to do some baking today. I feel like I'm like stacking a lot of things on my to-do list. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. And I also want to do some like doodling, drawing, because that's something I've been wanting to vlog all throughout Vlogmas, and we haven't done it yet because I just haven't been drawing or doodling, and it's one of the things on my Power Sheets like tending list for a weekly habit that I want to work on, just to kind of practice drawing. And it's a fun activity for me because I guess I've just been really busy throughout Vlogmas between filming, editing, having a normal life, going to work, and I was doodling and drawing a lot at the end of November, early December, like during this week span where I was grieving and just really sad, and it really helped me like feel a lot better and disconnect from like the reality of what was going on around me. So that was really the last time I kind of actually doodled, and I was doodling like Christmas things. Like, I would just find stuff on Pinterest. So I think we'll try and do like a doodle session today, do some more reading. I need to finish this book, maybe start another book, and yeah. So that's kind of the plan for today. It's been a very rambly introduction, but I've missed chatting. A lot of the videos I posted recently have been very short, and I was thinking today I just haven't been very in a chatty mood, I guess, in my vlog. So if you've missed the chattiness, here you go. So with that said, friends, let's go make some chili and take on the day. Cheers. I think these are all the ingredients that I need, minus the spices, which I will find in my spice rack later. The recipe that I'm using I will link down below, but I am adding and subtracting some things on that. It's just kind of a reference base. I think that's the beauty of like Instant Pot and chili recipes. You can put whatever you want in it. So that said, I need to do some chopping and then get this thing going. Half a tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt. All right, I think that's everything. I feel like, I don't know if, I want it to be chunky, so the good thing with the Instant Pot is that I can like check it and see, you know, how it is once I start cooking it. So let's put the lid on and get this going. So the recipe says I need to hit the manual button and then make sure it's on high pressure and then cook it for 8 minutes. Oop. I think that's what I need to do. Okay, let's go. So I think I just made the same mistake that I did the last time I made this, or the first time I made this, which was I put all the ingredients into the pot, and I was only supposed to put in the like the vegetables and the sauces and the spices, because once it's in there and cooking, and then when it's done, then I need to stir in the beans and the corn, and I put all of it in there. So I'm hoping it still tastes okay, because that's the thing with recipes. It's just so frustrating. All right, it is done cooking. I shut off the Instant Pot, and it's supposed to like sit for 5 to 10 minutes so it can like thicken, but that's what it looks like. And I'm also making some Beyond Meat sausage to go with it, just for a little extra protein. So it's been many hours. You are propped on my couch cushion right now. So if it gets a little immersive, it's because the camera is sliding, but treat. So what time is it? It's almost 7. I think I left off, I don't know, when I made the chili, which chili update, it turned out really good. I just cut up some like cubes of avocado, put it on there, added my Italian sausage, and it was like super packed with protein. I was pretty full after I ate it, and we have a ton left for the week, so I'll be eating that pretty much every day until I get sick of it. After that, I just spent the whole afternoon doing some deep cleaning, which is not very exciting, so I just kind of did that for a few hours. Now it's transitioning into the evening, where you can do some cozy festive night activities, such as making tea, doing my doodling session, and I also need to plan for the week ahead. I don't think I'll show too much of that, since I did show prepping my bullet journal in my, I don't remember which vlog it was. I'll link it up here when I know which one it is. But last Sunday, I filmed some clips of me creating like a Dutch door bullet journal spread. So if you want to see more Buju content here, let me know. I still haven't figured out my 2022 planner situation, trying to kind of gather some inspiration and see what's working for me, but I'm continuing the bullet journal spread again this week because it's just been working for me, and I don't want to like think of something new. So I think that's the challenge of bullet journaling, is when you're just starting out, it takes a lot of upfront in time to figure out what spreads you want to do, what's going to work, and then you have to kind of review and tweak as time goes on. So this involves a lot of thinking and like energy to really commit to bullet journaling until you find like a system and spread that works for you. So right now I found a spread that works, so we're going with that. And then I think while we do that, I'll put on a Christmas movie. Oh, and I totally forgot that I finished my book, and I'm still like marinating on what I'm gonna give it as a review, but I was leaning towards a 2.5. The writing was just meh and kind of sloppy, and there were a lot of typos in the book. I don't really know how publishers and printers work, so it might not have been the author's fault, but there was just one chapter where there was like horrible like typos and words were missing, and I just didn't understand like sentences that I was reading, so that was definitely a flaw. And yeah, again, everything I said earlier kind of rings true, and I'm just ready for a book that, you know, is written way better than this book. But yes, I think I'm gonna take a break from the holiday Christmas romance genre and segue out of that to expand my mind a little bit. But yes, that's the update. So I'm going to actually probably make dinner soon and then bring you along for our cozy evening of festive activities. So yeah, let's get Bye.